Somebody is in a hell state, y'all. I don't know who. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know where the energy is coming from, but it's just the vibe that I've been getting from the collective. So we just finna try to figure out, see what's going on, who's in the hell state, and for what. Okay, we see blossoming. We see blossoming. Knight of Pentacles. So somebody was expecting an offering. I have power. It is real. Somebody was expecting an offering. Somebody was expecting that to really be treated with a certain level of power. They thought they had resistance to whatever was going on. They thought that they could overcome something. And we see I have power. It is real. This person felt like they was powerful. They was going to be able to overcome whatever the hell was being offered them. Something was brewing though. They thought they had their self-care game under control. They thought they had no need to worry. So what happened? And they got a rude awakening. Okay. Oh, Lord. They got a rude awakening. They had a rude awakening. This person has a lot of integrity. Whoever you are, you have a lot of integrity. And somebody came and brought a transformation your way, transformation to your life, transformation that was absolutely galactic. Like they brought a transformation to your life that hit you all upside the head. Something from a past life, some kind of past life energy, maybe even a friend from your past, somebody that came from a distance, somebody reintroduced themselves into your life and played it like I'm this indigo child, you know, I'm galactic with mine, I got all this starseed energy, I'm finna help you find yourself, we finna get you back on this right path, da-da-da-da-da. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They made you feel like they was coming to renew your strength, they was coming to help you get back on your feet. They was coming to give you a new chance, a second chance. Everything was finna change. Everything was about to be great. Y'all was about to step into a new, maybe even step into a new together, child. But this someone right. Someone right. And you thought you could resist what they was bringing. You thought you could resist it. You thought you could resist transformation. This person really seduced you. And I'm getting a vibe like a spiritual guru. This is the energy that often comes with spiritual gurus. Y'all ever peep that? You know, these folks that claim they can come through, they some type of cult leader. I'm somebody that can put you on a new path. And oftentimes you'll see people that got involved in an organization. This is the vibe that I'm getting. They got involved with a group of friends, or they got involved with a spiritual group, an organization, or they joined into a new spiritual practice or religion. And they did it feeling like, you know, I'm not worried about the underside of it. Okay, Knight of Cups wanted to jump into the scene. I'm not worried about the underside of it because I know how to control myself. I'm not going to fall prey to the seduction of it. They not finna get no money from me. You know, that type of vibe. And whatever the situation is, this spiritual guru came through and they were able to pull their nonsense. And it brought you to a place of transformation. We see you going in powerful, feeling like, you know, I could kill it. I can handle it. It's nothing. I got this. And, okay, Knight of Cups and the world. This person came in and they literally portaled you into another world. They portaled you. They made an offering that portaled you into their space. And, I mean, this person has hellified energy, okay? They have a very strong energy. Ace of Cups. They have a very strong energy. And they came through and they really sucked you into their world. They made you think that you were about to really be fulfilled. Starting a new beginning, definitely a spiritual movement of some sort. Okay, then the sex gets involved. This is definitely a spiritual movement of some sort. We're seeing somebody, divine feminine or divine masculine, that really made the mistake of getting sucked into somebody's little movement. Somebody really had them seduced and it turned into a sexual relationship. Okay, where they were mixing up their energies, temperance card, mixing energies. Y'all was just really in tune for a period of time, mixing energies, King of Swords energy. But this person wasn't mixing their energy. That's what you thought. This person was very detached. They're very much out for self. Okay, this is not somebody that was really coming through being 100% sincere. They were more or less taking. This person had a lot of spiritual energy. We're seeing kind of a dark lord. Is the vibe that I'm getting, kind of a dark empath. They had a good way of reading you. They had a good way of knowing what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say. Okay? And they really used that to their advantage and they kind of took you in a whirlwind. We see this Wheel of Fortune energy, this faded Wheel of Fortune, you know, they just spun you. They just spun you into the family that is the cult. You didn't even think you would get involved. You went, I'm getting a vibe of somebody, you know how somebody can tell you about a movement? They could be like, oh, you should try, yeah. And you think, oh, okay, cool, that sounds great. I'm going to give that a shot. And you're just going to meetings, or maybe you're listening to some type of online seminars, webinars, whatever, but you don't think you're going to get sucked into the message. You really think you're too tough for that. Okay, and you do get sucked in, and now it's causing you kind of loneliness. You've kind of been, I'm seeing them, this person may, listen y'all, out there in the collective, somebody may have really allowed themselves to be sexually mistreated, if you will, in this organization. I get a vibe like somebody that may have gone through a lot of the other members of the organization, each time believing they were going to be in a divine marriage or something like that, turning their back to the real facts, really just looking forward, never looking back, really seduced, looking forward, saying, okay, maybe it'll work out this time with Brother Johnson. Maybe it'll work out this time with Sister Sharice, never really stopping to think, okay, but you've already dealt with 3 members. All of these people have a twisted mindset. This is not a place for you. And again, this could even be a spiritual family in terms of, sometimes it's just friends. It could be a group of 10 friends that are all kind of cult-like. Maybe they all follow a particular influencer. I've seen that, and I'm getting that energy. Sometimes you have one person that follows a particular influencer, and now they have kind of a group, and they all are like in a vibe with a particular influencer, and here you are now getting caught up in the movement of this influencer, and you really thought you were above it. You're giving money to it. You're making donations to it. You're carrying a lot of the heavy load. You got involved in the spiritual organization. You're involved now. You have an office. You have a position. And now you're stressed out. 4 of Swords energy. You're stressed out. You're under a lot of stress. The organization may even be being investigated. Maybe not legally, but by the community or your family. People are starting to say, hey, what is this that you've gotten yourself involved in? Who are these new people you're hanging out with? What is this way you're dressing now? What are all these partners you're picking up? What's going on? And you've become obsessed, addicted to the movement. You can't get out. This is the hell state this is the hell state message that Spirit was telling me to put out there. Somebody in the collective, you have gotten addicted to a movement. And you can't free yourself from it. You're so involved now. The movement is draining you. It's taking your money. It's got you in some type of position where you're carrying some of the load. You're stressed out and you're chained to it. You feel bound to it. You don't know how to free yourself of this organization. And it is starting to flag your friends. It's starting to flag your friends, your family. They're starting to wonder, like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? What is this? Who is this? Who are these people? And these people, they give you little tidbits every now and then. 6 of Pentacles, they give you a little charity every now and then. You know how it goes. Just something to make you feel like, oh, you're getting something from us. But in reality, there's a co-leader or a back practice that's benefiting the most. Energetically, not even financially. All of the energy is really going to another person who really has you, and others as well, seduced. It could even be the influencer, I'm hearing. It could be an influencer that's really benefiting from the dedication and the devotion, and people putting their whole lives behind this movement, believing their message, starting little versions of the cult from city to city, from state to state, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy. We have an energy at the helm of the ship that is really just an iron fist. They're putting out some real hard rules and ideas and examples that's really kind of cutting through the collective as it relates to this particular movement. And a lot of these people are really dedicated. They're protecting it. They're so brainwashed, y'all. They're protecting it. They're not even going to let you speak ill about the leader. If you try to say, I don't know about this person, it's like you're about to have a fight of your life with these people. Don't you dare talk about sister so-and-so. Don't you dare talk about brother so-and-so. Like, they are dedicated. Do you hear me? They are so dedicated. They're in love. They're in love. Sometimes we see the women in the church fall in love with the pastor. Okay, and they're just like, you can never say nothing bad about pastor. You don't understand what pastor goes through enough as it is. These types of people, and you become one of these people and you don't know how to get free. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Anytime this leader says anything kind to you, you are just overwhelmed. Like, that's all it takes. He noticed you today. Hey, sent you a little email, sent you a little something on social media, a heart. You know, heard about something you did, and she messaged you. She reached out and she said, "Brother, I heard, but yeah, you know, this is wonderful. I'm gonna give you a free reading. I'm gonna give you a free phone call." And now your whole life is set, and you're starting to think that something could be wrong, but you don't know how to get free. We have preserve and star. Look at this. We pull back to back. Preserve, star. Because now everything to you is about preserving the leader. You are really, really caught up in something. Look, persecution and inquisition is coming your way, left, right, and sideways. You don't care. You are devoted. Hopelessly, helplessly devoted to the movement. They really have you going. They really have you going. You're a believer now. You're a believer, and it's just no getting you free. What is next for this? Because this person now is in a hell state. They become tormented and tortured. You know, their family is on their back, friends on their back. The organization is not. It doesn't have a good reputation. This organization, okay, they're in a dark space. We see the moon. Once again, we pull in. This is people out there want to learn tarot. We're pulling with a major arcana deck here. Major arcana deck. We have, I'm sorry, not a major arcana deck, but a double major arcana deck. So each card has two different versions. So that's just for y'all that are, you know, I know some people watch because they're trying to learn. So we have the moon and we have death. This person's in a dark space, but what people around them are not understanding, okay, is that this person is dead to the organization. And by that, I mean they are seduced. You know what it's like to fall in love and you're just sick. You know, people say, oh my God, I'm just so in love. I don't know what happened to me when I was in that relationship, y'all. I gave him all my money. I gave her all my secrets. I gave her the code to the debit card. Look, I drove him all the way for 400 miles. You know, people just fall in love and they just give it all because they're just so seduced. It's like more of those times when they're just being harvested by someone else's energy, okay? And that's what people are not understanding about this person that's in this hell state. They're being harvested. They're being manipulated. Somebody has their head. Somebody is really, really taking them into a horrible, horrible space. They're taking money from them and hiding it. You know, they're making them think you're paying for the cause, but you're not. That money you thought you donated for the debate club, you know how these spiritual influencers and stuff, they always say, oh, it's got to be a debate. I got to debate somebody and all. No, they took that money and they bought a car, okay? And they're going to continue to lie to you because this person doesn't care. They know you thought you were too smart for this. They don't care. And you're going to find yourself looking for them eventually. This person is going to abandon the movement. They're going to kind of run off with the bag. Yeah, they're going to run off with the bag. This person is setting themselves up. I've seen this before with friends that got, unfortunately, maybe, you would call it seduced. Yeah, seduced by pyramid schemes. And whoever's at the top of that pyramid scheme, one day they just kind of run off with the bag. You know, they say they're closing things down for some other reason, but eventually you realize they just bought a home or something like that. They just ran off with the bag. And we see at that point, Queen of Wands energy, we see you kind of being able to open up your eyes a little bit. Again, this could be a masculine or feminine energy. Open up your eyes again and kind of start to plant new seeds and look within. We see the Hermit coming through, thank God, in this instance, because some wisdom kicks in. I see even an older paternal relative, grandfather, uncle, big brother, with a fatherly energy, or if you're just your dad flat out coming through. And kind of being a person to sit you down when they see that you're kind of out of it and you're trying to plant new seeds. And once you're out of it and trying to plant new seeds, you're going to be out of it and trying to plant new seeds because you're going to be a little embarrassed. So you're going to be kind of keeping to yourself, you know, reading your spiritual knowledge or just maybe reading novels. I just see you alone reading. You're just trying to kind of recover from it all. And this is when this male elder is going to step in and be like, you know, I saw what went on with you. What happened, you know? And as far as the love relationship that you had with this spiritual guru, because you have become physical with this influencer, spiritual influencer, guru, whatever, you know, that's gonna be dead because they're gonna pull up. This person's just gonna run off with the bag. And you're going to have to mature really fast. That's the thing that's going to come from this. This is spiritually, is more or less an experience is going to give you wisdom. Okay, and after this, you're really going to be very powerful. I see you even starting your own either astrological movement. Okay, astrological movement. I see somebody possibly starting, like, you know, I'm an astrologer now. I see somebody going back to college after this. You know, maybe even majoring in counseling or something that would allow you to help someone who was just like you at one point. I see some people just moving back home saying, you know what, I need to go be with my real family because I had it all screwed up. I was totally screwed around and confused. So I see some of y'all just moving back home, and it's going to be positive. I also see some of y'all taking up some type of charity work with pets after this. Like, you're going to be a giver, because the gag is, you know, these types are always givers, right? They are the people that fall for these organizations and fall for these dark empaths. They are always great people. They are the best among us. They are the people that want to believe. They are the strong. They are the faithful. They are the kind. And they want so badly to believe. And they are faithful. And they're devoted. And they want to give. They always are the people that are going to find something to give to. They give to the local shelter. They give to animals. They feed the homeless. They do missionary work. That missionary, Spirit just said something to me about missionaries. Okay, it's going to be a reading coming about some. You know, Spirit gives it to me like it hit me. Something's going on with missionaries doing missionary work, and some demon that claims to be some kind of healer takes advantage. It happens all the time, and it's so unfortunate, you know. But you are a light, divine feminine or divine masculine. You are a light, and all this is going to do is step you into your sovereignty. And this will never be able to happen to you again. But the real blessing in it, the real lesson in it, and that's what it was about. It was a lesson for you. The real lesson in you getting it, being in this hell state and getting into this low frequency and getting kind of accosted by this awful person. The blessing in it is that you will become the light that leads others in this hell state out. You may even see some of the members that were in with you come out with you in the next couple of years. You're going to be the person that makes them say, oh my God, what was I thinking? It's going to be you, okay? It's going to be you. So, this was powerful. I think I'm going to look into these. Something happened when I said missionary. There's a message there. So I'm going to find out what that message is, probably in the next video, or look for it. It's going to come. So thank you for watching Divine Feminine Tarot T. If you like what you heard, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you know someone that may be right now going through something like this, or you're seeing them kind of falling into a strange set of ideas or a strange set of people, or just something that you think could be harmful for them, or maybe they've even expressed to you that I feel like something is harmful to me and I don't know how to get out of it, please share this video, because this person is in this situation so that they can become a teacher and a healer at an even higher level than they already were. And we know we wish them the best. So see y'all in the next one.